What's up, guys? So today we'll be checking out Chris Brown. We'll be doing his best live vocals, and the video is ranging from 2005 through to 2020, so it's about 4 years old, as opposed to how far up in the timeline of his vocal progress it is. But I've never done anything like this, and I think it'll be interesting at the very least. As you know, I'm a fan of Chris, so this should be good to check out. So I just want to dive right into it, and let's see what he has to offer. I think a lot of the times his vocal ability goes underrated for some reason, but I think as it relates to him performing riffs and runs, he's actually superb at that. And when he does choose to belt, he can sustain a pretty good note. So it will be interesting to get into this and just break down some of what's going on and see how well he does. Alright, so I think he was dancing around this B between these two octaves. He goes, "You're my young love, baby." Like that right there might be my favorite run. Now, baby. Yeah, I think it goes something along the lines of that, but I think for me personally, that is my best run. That sounds really good. It's good. You know what I will say about Chris is his voice is actually really high. It almost has some nasal qualities to it. And I know for a lot of R&B and pop singers sometimes, especially in modern day, they get criticized for having such a nasal quality to their voice, but I think he has a pretty good blend. And his voice is actually really unique, which makes him stand out from the pack. I don't think anyone quite sounds like him on a record, but I'm liking this one, so. There's a C. There's a C4. That boy singing, y'all. Now Chris. Yes, I ain't no singer, but nah, that was a great run going down that octave. And I thought the run was gonna break by the time he got to the middle of it, but he actually continued his journey downwards. That's really good. That's really good. Yes, yeah, I can't do it. Let me just try attempt it, but I really like that. Favorite vocal moment thus far. I really love that one. That's definitely my favorite thus far. It's actually really interesting because I think for the first two clips, he was singing in his upper register of his chest voice, and you could hear those nasal qualities a lot more. Yes, I know he did that really dope run going down in this Christmas, but just already for the Silent Night, you can hear how rich and full his voice can get when he's singing. Just a little bit lower as opposed to him being up here. He just drops it like an octave to about here. Sigh. I don't think that's the keys. I'm gonna have to just run it back a bit more. Was figuring out what key he was in. I think he's in E major. It's just a little solid. Motherland. He just drops it a little bit more. It's just the slight little nuances that really sells this performance. And I feel like to the average ear, they would say this lady right here is not actually carrying her weight, but she's facilitating everything that Chris is doing, and it really complements him well, where she's just like the backbone of the track while he's the spice. And I love that little dynamic that's going on here. I want to hear this again. I was a bit distracted. Holy night. Four. Right, so again, talking about his vocal qualities, it's him singing in his lower octave, still in his chest voice, but almost always barely, but at the same time he's slightly dipping or dabbling into a lower baritone-esque type of voice. Definitely he's not a baritone singer, and the average singer should be able to drop in their lower register every now and then. But I think it's a great dynamic, a great blend. He's about, yeah, I think they're around here. That's like an E3. Silent night. Then he's doing holy night. I think they go up. All is calm. All is bright. Then he's like bright. I hope y'all picked up on that, but he's doing really good. This boy taking us to church, y'all. And that right there, I mean that just takes a lot of control. He's riffing, and he's like an octave at the very least higher, but just look how seamlessly he flows back into the harmony with her, where he has to drop back an octave down. I just think that's really good vocal control. This is actually my favorite clip thus far, definitely. Take us to church, Christopher. Take us to church. All right. No way. I want to say that's about a F4, and that's a sustained note. He's like, no way. Good example of him belting, and that's actually a really solid belt. So I just love their dynamics here. Gotta appreciate the dynamics. That's solid. I will say they were a bit pitchy on other portions of the song. I don't think they were perfectly on key for portions, but it comes in with the territory of live performances, and they were singing live, so I appreciate that. Again, he's killing the runs. He's kind of doing a little vibrato kind of run at the end of the sentences. Now I can be the only one for the world tonight. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's not a lot of dynamics as opposed to where the runs are placed, but he sounds good. Sounds really good. I used to really love this song. I mean, it's still a solid song. I think this song gets played a lot, but I don't think it actually got the love it deserved. Probably because of the time it came. But I really like this song. If I could fall into the sky. I think I kind of killed that. I think I kind of killed that, but yeah. Again, this is an acoustic cover. You don't get that from Chris, so I'm gonna really pay attention to this one. This one, all right. I'm liking this. You can hear the vibrato really strong on this one. Into the sky. If I could just see you. But when dude gets about to that, oh you, No, no, no. I'm impressed. This is one of my favorites also. This is good. Into the sky. Is this the small little breakage? You can really hear the depth and quality of his voice. Come on. Nah, that nigga riffing, yo. That nigga riffing. E flat. Really good low note. Really good. Alright, before this chorus hits, I think there's a lot of reverb on his vocals here, which really adds to the performance because it's a sparse song. It's a ballad, so you don't get a lot of you have a lot of empty spaces. I do hear the background vocalists, they are killing it, but I like the reverb, which it just accentuates his vocal performance. That's why I like this performance. I've seen this, definitely. I've seen this before. Alright, so when the chorus hits, the playback does come in, but at the same time, he's still singing, and you can clearly distinguish his voice from the playback because he had a slight crack on that. What key? What note is that? It's a B flat. So let me just run it back so you can hear. When the chorus hits on that back, he has a slight crack, but he quickly gets back on pitch. I find it interesting how when he has that and he can't. What do I call it? Do I call it a crack or is it like a strain? It almost sounded like he was about to strain. It didn't necessarily come off as a crack, but we'll just call it that for time's sake. But then he has a slight breakage in, like his voice completely goes out, and then by the time he comes back in, he's doing a run down with the scale. I just find that really funny, and that's so crisp. And it's just interesting how he covers the high note with a run down the scale as opposed to going up, because it is a higher note. So it does interesting dynamics, is all I'm saying. Acapella. Alright. Rock. Love the growls. That's Michael right there. Never really heard him sing like that. Because you pivot. I can't really mimic it. I don't have that voice for it. But this is kind of like a rock-esque acapella moment. I like it. It's very diverse. Towards the end, he just gets in his Christopher bag. Throw it all away. Something along the lines of that. Definitely, that's Christopher, but I love the rock that was going on. You don't get that from him often, and it's acapella also. I love the musicianship that was going on. coming in on those half notes. Really good. Can we just slow it down? I think I kind of sounded good there, but better. Can we just slow it down? And press. Ah, that's a really good note. B4. I like this song. Take it to the yeah. Don't think about it, be about it. Don't be scared to take it to the yeah. I'm in my zone. I'm gone. I love that song. That's such a good song. Underrated. I think it was dancing between two notes. Is that Avery Wilson in the background? That's such a Avery Wilson run. And of course, I'm gonna attempt it. It's crazy. I wanted you to see you stream. There can be all over you. Baby, got to never make so original key, definitely. There's playback here, but still you can differentiate his vocals from the playback. It's a slight little difference. In the original, it's tonight. Tonight. It's a slight little difference. You ain't never seen before. Again, there's playback, so we can see from in the, let's call this mid 2010s. There's kind of playback there, but then I lit that ass up off the ground. Yeah. Let's do. Now do you? And I'll hold you down. Then I lift that ass up off the ground. Yeah. So he does go up to a D sharp. 5. Impressive. Cause I bought your new weed. I remember this. Now I done spent my shit, bitch, you owe me. This nigga is never serious. And if you want, you can decide. Now, for me personally, Untitled is the best Neo Soul song ever. And to hear Chris cover it, I love this. So let's see if it's original key. How you doing? Yeah, original key, definitely he is singing to the track, but these are different vocal dynamics that you don't hear from Chris in his everyday music per se. There's a lot more grit. It's grown. It sounds grown, and it's actually interesting how much he can do with his voice, but he kind of just sticks in his lane, which isn't a bad thing because his lane has reaped him a lot, so that's too far. Such a difficult song to sing because you're in and out of that falsetto and mixed voice a lot. Nasty run. Boy, you better sing. Boy, you better sing. I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me. Alright. Come through, Chris. Come through. I love that run. Do you just feel in your heartbeat, girl? Swimming all in you sweat all over me. Bring it forward, round you, round me. I like that. Band is also killing it in both these two recent performances, Wet the Bed and She Ain't You. Why? Think I better let her go, because I can't leave you alone. Everything that I'm with her, all I want is you. I wanna leave without. We're in G major. That you don't even feel the same. No, that you don't even feel the same. Boy, you better sing. Boy, you better sing. That's such an interest. How does he do that? It's bro, singers just really impress me because where is he? Is he in his falsetto, or is he in his mixed voice, or is he just whispering? I mean, just listen. That that's so pretty. That's actually really pretty. That's so pretty. Swings a little low. His voice is very full here. You can hear him pretty clearly. It's loud, but you can hear him. You know, don't get me wrong, a lot of these sound really good. A lot of them really do. I don't know if these are actually his best live vocals or not. I mean, best live vocals will always be subjective to whoever is making the video. What I will say is this is a good analysis or a good compilation of vocal moments which shows his dynamic, his range, of the things he's good at. Because now he's living in that falsetto region where, I don't know, that was on Take It Down. I've never heard him do that before. That's crazy. I'm not even gonna attempt it. I don't even know what key
You might it up.
Where is he? Is he here? Yeah, I think that's probably where he is. It's that E flat, right? Dancing between that E flat and that G. Again, that was definitely one of my favorite moments. It's so good. I want to hear it again. Bro, I love this song so much. Wow. There he goes again. There he goes again. This is 2017. 2017, Chris was really serving with that falsetto. He's a. Let me find the key again. Well, I don't think that's a key then, because Make Love is a flat lip. Let's turn around. I think Make Love is. I love this song so much. I wanna make. Yeah, I just really love that song, and he was absolutely killing it. I really love it was Take It Down and Make Love. 2017 is a good year from the compilation, at least. I've heard Back to Sleep live. It's one of my favorites. This piano section always gets me. It's the same with No BS. There was a slight crack. I'm not hating, but alright, so again, I don't 2018 I will say there's a extra effects on his voice from here on out. It sounds like it was what, To My Bed? It's solid. The highlights from that year was the little slide notes, the woo, hey, when it was hitting them notes. Those were the kind of like the highlights from that year for me per se. But let's hear what 2019 has to offer. Definitely live. You can hear when he gets up how the voice quality kind of shifts. That's pretty good. That's good. All right, so I don't think I quite liked 2020. It's not bad, but again, it's the effect. I don't think the effect is for me, and I don't think he needs it. I mean, they're like 4 more recent years of. I think this might be the latest one that I found because I did check, but I like to hear an updated version. I'm pretty sure he's been on quite a couple of tours since then. But what I will say is from 2019, the video qualities, so the sound quality of those videos weren't the best, so that does play a part in me not hearing quite what he's doing vocally. But he's definitely still a singer. It's just his approach has really changed over the years where he was more the vocals are on full display, and by the time we got to the mid 2010s, the playback was a little bit more. By the time we got to the latter 2010s, starting 2020, you can see where the effects on the mic are a lot more. Does that speak to him necessarily having a reduction in vocal ability? I don't think so. It can be just for the aesthetic. Uh, Personally, I like when my singers sing. I don't mind my singer singing and having a vocal crack because it's just real. It's authentic, and I think more than anything, it adds to the performance. Really, y'all remember on "She's Out of My Life" when Michael actually choked up and he cracked mid song, and it's actually in the studio version that was released. I just think things like those really help to propel the song into having a more core emotional value to its listeners when it feels authentic. But I know where the world has headed in terms of how vocals are looked at. And it's just about what sells, right? So I'm not knocking him, but at the same time, I would really like to hear him do Tiny Desk. I feel for me that would be like when he's performing on festivals or tour, he can have that effect all he wants. I don't really care, but I just want something a bit more authentic or something a bit more acoustic to really appreciate what he does vocally because the guy is a really good singer, underrated. He's just one of those persons whose talents overshadow each other. I think a lot of people just think, yeah, Chris can sing, but it's the dancing for a lot of them. But the dancing is cool, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the dancing is just so amazing that sometimes it overshadows the singing because the guy is a really competent singer, one of the best of the generation. But I also think the songs he sings don't always lend to that narrative, so you have to give and take. He is partly to blame for how he's received as a vocalist in the industry. I mean, I don't think people are walking around saying Chris Brown can't sing, but there's a reason why people might say Bruno Mars is a better singer, and it's because of how Bruno sings live, and it's about what Bruno sings live. So it's the how. So Bruno will probably have playback maybe on the hook, but the verses are more open. He'll probably like have more musical arrangements with bands. He does have a band like Bruno Mars. I mean, I know a lot of people just say consider Bruno Mars as a solo act, but Bruno Mars is a band. Like it's a band. It's a group of them. They might not be recognized as a band per se, or he may differentiate between them, but I've always considered Bruno Mars to be a band. So I guess it's bad that Chris doesn't really do musicians a lot. It's more so what goes on in the studio. But yeah, this is a solid video. I will say, not a bad compilation at all, and it does show off a lot of his strengths. If there's ever a updated version, I would very much check it out. So just let me know what's going on there. Naturally, I do know some of you guys would disagree with what I have to say, and others would agree. So it's a place where we can have healthy debates. So I don't mind that. But yeah, this is pretty good.